Hey everyone, how's it going? In today's video, I went to a card show. It was a lot of fun. There weren't many dealers. There were probably only about 12, and each had about 4 tables, so 40 tables total. After a certain point, it all kind of looked the same. It's supposed to be mainly collectible cards and trading card show, so like Pokemon sports and whatnot. Um, like I said, a lot of the booths were the same after a little while, but I took a couple videos, didn't get a lot of footage, but of some of my favorite booths and some of the things they had there. So I was just going to show you what we found there, what I ended up getting, and it was a good time. And so let's get into booth number 1. So going through our first booth here, it's pretty cool. Leafeon alternate art evolving skies VMAX is very pretty, and a 9. I thought about picking that one up maybe eventually. That Jolteon also, I think that one's the promo from the V boxes, but again, a really great looking card. Love the evolution art that they've been doing recently. That $40 Charizard UPC, I thought about picking that up, didn't end up doing so. Great looking card. Have the one raw in my collection. And here's the Sylveon VMAX. Kind of random, but Sylveon's my favorite, so I thought I'd highlight that. And a couple of other low-end grades, and that Gem Mint Pikachu and that Suicune I love the Neo Series stuff. And the final card I wanted to highlight here is this Pidgey. Thought about picking it up. I'm a big Pidgeot fan, but I did not end up doing so. But we did pick up something later on. I just wanted to highlight this base set Venusaur pack again because it's super cool, and I think this is the first base set pack I've actually seen in person. Next booth we find is mainly sports cards, but I saw this London Championship deck Pikachu that I really wanted, but it was that or some other cards I pick up later and decide on the other cards. As this thing, we have a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'll get a lot of football and basketball and other sports, and I'm not a super big sports collector in that I don't break boxes very often, but I do, however, collect some singles, which we'll also see again later on. And yeah, so nothing for me at this booth, but I still think it was one of the stronger ones at this little event. So this booth is the one that I ended up getting a lot of my stuff from, and it had so many good things off the bat. First of all, I'm seeing the Neo Genesis Lugia. That was graded a 7. The Gem Mint Charizard, beautiful card. I love that. The Evolutions Charizard, as well as that Magikarp hint, as well as that Alt Art Charizard again, the Lugia VMAX, and that Charizard Rainbow Rare. This guy had a lot of Charizard. He definitely knew his audience well, and it was definitely Pokemon tailored, unlike a lot of the other booths. But that was really cool, and I don't see these cards very often, and seeing them in Gem Mint 10 in person was also pretty good. So here's the other half of the first case. Again, some good looking cards. I really like that Beedrill alt art. That's one I've always wanted to get raw, but it's just a little bit too expensive for me. Right alongside that Neo Genesis, I believe, Skarmory, Japanese Holo. Love that card again. I'm a big Skarmory fan. He had that random Beckett slab in there, which was an 8-5 Delta species, I believe, stamped Ninetales. So that was a cool one I don't see very often. Kind of his only Beckett slabs, but it was a little weird. And the upper right, I don't know if you see it, there's a Meganium. I believe it's first edition Neo Genesis Japanese. He had $20 on that, or maybe it was 25, and that was one I really debated on picking up, but I did not unfortunately go for it. So the next case over, we had these really cool vintage cards, a lot of e-reader stuff, and I personally am a big fan of the art in the e-reader series. I think it's really cool looking, and I'm sorry that this picture is terrible. It was a mall show, and the mall has like roof windows, if that makes sense, and the little triangle things. Anyway, the glare was awful in here, and he was right under one of them, so I'm really sorry when we went in the afternoon, so it was brightest. But the Feraligatr, which unfortunately is covered up by the sunspot, I think those e-reader Typhlosions was cool. This Platinum Arceus, the Abra, as well as he had some trainer galleries up there, like the Pikachu and Garchomp. I don't know if you can see that in the top right. Cool looking cards, one I need for my collection, but again, just not willing to pay the price for them. I thought this was also interesting. If you look in the bottom left of the case, he had a couple banned cards, such as the Misty card. I forgot what that one's called specifically, as well as Sabrina's. I can't remember the name of that card either. Oh, Sabrina supposedly flipping you off in the card. So I just thought it was kind of cool. I've never seen those in person either. He had a lot of unique vintage stuff. And the next case, however, I think had some of my favorite stuff in the entire show. Now his next case over, you can see his Charizard row, which was pretty cool, but he also had this alternate art row, which had some bangers, like that Aerodactyl, I love that card, the Latios and Latios GX, the Jungle Pack, the Gengar, Origin Form Dialga, the Mew. It was just really cool to see. I didn't get as good of a view of the Charizard line, but I see those cards pretty often versus these alternate art ones, and they were so cool looking. I really want that Lost Origin Aerodactyl alt art for myself one day. That's one of my personal grails I'm thinking about trying to save up and get, but I didn't end up pulling the trigger today. However, it's still amazing to see, and this guy had some really awesome cards in his cases overall. I think this was my favorite booth at the event. Hey everyone, how's it going? I just got back from the Ames card show. It was a ton of fun. It was definitely a lot better than most other ones I go to. I've been trying to make a card show video like this for a while, but some ones we go to around here are just so bad. But we got some stuff, and it was pretty fun, as you saw in the video. Again, sorry for the lighting. It was inside of a mall. It was a mall show, and there's like skylights on the ceiling or like windows, and it was really annoying, and the lighting in there was really terrible for most of it. But I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless, and I want to show you guys what I ended up picking up, because I did end up picking up quite a bit of stuff. I'm going to start with the cheapest stuff here. We got some Kirk Cousins, just some basic sets, cards, because I am a Vikings fan, and I do collect sports singles, mainly of the Vikings, modern day Vikings. Just got a couple of those. Like I said, I'm not too big into it. I don't really crack packs or anything. I just mainly collect it for the singles. And I got this Justin Jefferson LSU one. That was only $1. Pretty good deal, I thought. And then this other Donruss Optic Kirk Cousins for $3. I filling out that page in my binder. Now for the Pokemon stuff, which I was really excited about because this show had a lot of great stuff, especially compared to other ones, like I said before. Good selection of singles and graded. The graded was super in between of like, why would you grade this kind of level of stuff? And like really cool gem mint modern pieces worth hundreds. I probably showed that off in the clips before this, but I ended up picking up this single. This is Falconer's Pidgeot, first edition Japanese. I don't think it was a promo. It was like one of the vending machine ones. But I'm trying to get every Pidgeot card in existence, so this one will definitely help towards my cause. It's just, I love the card. I don't know why, something about it. Just got that vintage e-reader look to it. It is vending serious, because it's got the, anyway, super happy with that. I paid $10 for it, but I didn't actually, and I'll explain. So I paid $40 total, 10 for that, and the next item that I'm about to show you was originally $35, so I got it for a little bit off. And my favorite piece I picked up is this Magikarp promo. I believe it was a Toys R Us promo from 2016 for the, would it be, I think it would be Evolutions. The 20th anniversary of Pokemon, I believe. And it's a really pretty card. The lighting in my room, it's kind of poor, but pretty cool. Again, there's a $35 price tag. I ended up only paying like $30 for it, and it is a 9. I think this is a good deal. They're kind of all over the place, and it's hard to get something like this in a 9 because originally the way they came, I think it was in like one of those like really flimsy sheets from Toys R Us. So this fact I got it, I think pretty cool. I want to get the Shining Magikarp, like the original one from Neo Revelation. However, it's kind of hard to find in like a grade that I'd be able to pay for, because once you get to like 7, 8, 9, 10, they can get up to like $200 to $500. But that's fingers crossed, hopefully I can pick up for my collection soon. And yeah, those are all the pickups I got today. It was really fun. I'm really glad. It was a nice day out. And so just to go to card show with my dad was a blast. And I hope to be doing this more as summer comes around. I'm about to go through midterms for college. Maybe I'll have more time to do stuff like this, because it is like card show season. And hopefully we'll get some more pickups, and I'll try to record those. And hopefully they're not as lame as some of the other ones I went to. And yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you all for watching. Just wanted to show that off. Again, really fun day. Really fun time. I recommend it if you're in the area. Go check it out. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you later.